coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going.
Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. On the floor for Detroit, Lee, he's in at shooting guard. Aaron Baines out there with Johnson. And there's Jackson, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the three.
Yeah, the Pistons ended last season with a record of 32-50. They played decently enough against the rest of the East and had 23 of their 32 wins against the Eastern Conference.
Passes it to Sloan. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Here's Sloan down low. It's stolen. Now here's Jackson. Defense is right there. Lee outside. There's the triple. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Lee's got himself on the board with 3 there. Nets trail by 4. Sloan dishes to Bogdanovich. It's Robinson top of the key. 34 seconds left in the first. For the 3. And Lee pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Johnson. That's a 2 from Lee. Rebound, Brooklyn.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes in.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Pistons leading by 5. That's a 2 from Lee. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Shot by Jack. Wide open. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Jack's got 4 points in the quarter. Detroit's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. No good from Lee.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Jack, the open look. The shot is off. And it's Detroit the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more game passive, and that's no way to play defense.
Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jack's got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Jack's up a three. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Stripped away. And now the Pistons fast break. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Now it's a 7-point Piston lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Jack missing again.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Pass to Johnson. And a wide open look for Lee. Here's Baines, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Jack, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And the first half is now in the books. Pistons ahead, up by 8. And time.
Gentlemen, here.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. The amount of scoring we got from close range was great. Keep looking to make those quick fire entry passes. It's hard to argue with a bunch of layups and 6-footers. I will point out that all the steals we got in that.
The second half just about to get going here. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Joe Johnson. Hollis Jefferson. Detroit also making some changes. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Drummond. Lee comes in for Meeks, and it's Jackson in for Brandon Jennings. Jarrett Jack is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Young, then it's Bargnani, and it's Robinson in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Nets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And so he hits the technical free throw. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Jack for 3. He got it up in time, but
ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Pistons leading by 9, and on the 4 for Detroit here in the fourth. Lee in at shooting guard. Marcus Morris is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And there's Jackson, and it's Ilyasova in at center. The net shooting here about 46% for the game. Feeds to Sloan. Picked by Bargnani. Here's Sloan, covered by Lee. And Sloan kicks to Jack. Shot clock at 5. Johnson dishes to Young. It's stolen by Morris. 3-on-3. Here's Jackson. Pass to Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
There's Lee with the three. Bargnani grabs the board. Nets trail by 9. Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the triple. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Lee outside. That's good.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Johnson outside. Sloan, that's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
There's Lee with the three. They get it back. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Bargnani. Got a piece of it. Fast break Detroit. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Here's Lee. From deep three-point range, Bogdanovich grabs the miss. He kicks to Jack. Looking to end his cold spell. It's deflected, and so it's the Pistons.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now.
The one thing that really stands out about the job he did tonight was the offensive glass.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K. Tell you about Vig.
We got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Los Angeles Clippers come in for this one. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Pistons and
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great...
Mr. Dom Pag.
Big game for me tonight. Carmelo Anthony's a player I watched playing for the Knicks when I was in high school, so I got nothing but love for him in this game. I can only hope to one day be the scorer that he is now. Time to do NYC proud. All up in the house, baby. Melo better be ready.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? New York going with almost an...
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval. DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. Yeah, we taking on.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon. But now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
It's the Pistons, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff, you evil twins, CC and Dom.
Some people say you're just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
Maybe
yo.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Pistons coming. We'll look now for Cleveland.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? You see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full.
I never had this feeling.
The NBA season is a grind. No no question about it. And tonight may be another game in the endless stretch of games, but that don't make it any less important. Time to put on my game face and do what I do. Win games.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast from suburban Detroit. We're live at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Thanks for joining us. The Pistons.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, my mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. You're welcome. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history.
Yvette, please.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson.
I know money isn't everything to you, Free.
Right.
All right. Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, friend of Freak. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been a dream come true. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I imagined. Though I wouldn't change a thing about this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each filled with stellar talent and all vying to be number one. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionately about the game as I do and have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason, above all, that I've decided to go to the Chicago Bulls.
Good job, man. Good job.
Talent they have on that team. They go win a championship this year.
Sis, all started here. Salutations, I am Sharonis Jack.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, they've got the benefit of starting out the season right at home in an atmosphere that's getting ready to explode to celebrate opening night. They are going to be amped to go after win number 1. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Ken.
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Orlando making some changes. Hezonja comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Napier in for Elfrid Payton. Lee's checked in for the Bulls. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Napier is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Rose. There's Lee with the 3. No good. Nice D from Oladipo.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
No good from Gasol.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The wide open look here for Oladipo. That's short off the rim. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. That's a 2 from Lee. And again, no good by Chicago.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Napier, Rose with the block, and he recovers it. 6 on the shot clock. Napier passes to Harris. From the high post, he drills it. Harris has got 12 in the game. Bulls trail by 15. Rose kicks to Gasol. Rebound by Napier. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Harris, right side. Rebound by the Bulls. Butler kicks it to Noah. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Lee outside, but he recovers it. Goes back up, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Hezonja. Jared Bayless has checked in for Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Shabazz Napier. And guys, what do you think about the hustle? And that does it for the first half of play. Magic. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Hezonja, he's checked in for Gordon. Bayless comes in for Harris. Napier, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton. So for Chicago right now, Lee in at shooting guard. Portis is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Livingston in at the point. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Nope, this one is sealed and delivered.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
There's Lee with the three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point. And so it's Orlando taking this one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan. Nikola Vucevic with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was... And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just...
It was a great game for you, but not enough to pull out a win. Do you think you could have done something different out there?
I don't think so, man. I mean, if there was something else I could have done, I would have done it. I played well like I always do, and it wasn't enough. Usually it is, but not this time. I ain't no miracle worker. Next question.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that. Get me the ball, and the wins will follow.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
You're right. It's definitely been a challenging year. My rookie season, it all seems like a blur now. And losing Vic, that was one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with in my life. But I'm here now, in a great situation for me to grow my game. And my focus on the game of basketball. 100%, 10 times 10. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to bring this team a championship. But that's all I got. Thank you.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, coming off a loss, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shooter.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like it.
I went to BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Here's Gooding. Misses the jumper. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Jazz lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. We sat down. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Without question. I mean, it's a really difficult road to navigate the loss of a loved one or a close friend. And sometimes, even though it's difficult, with that kind of weight on your heart, the focus you have to give to the game can sometimes be a source of solitude because you really can't be thinking about anything else when you get between those lines. And sometimes that can be helpful in the process of moving forward.
Well said. Your perspective is always appreciated.
Appreciate that, Kevin.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And for Utah, and a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now, lead in a 2-guard. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mirotic, and it's Livingston in at the point. Kept alive, there's Portis, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Chicago.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Portis. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Rose in for Sean Livingston. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Favors with a screen on Butler. Hayward with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. to halt the run. Utah gets it back. Burks dishes to Favors. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Favors got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Outside Butler. He dishes it to Lee. From beyond the arc. Lee can't get that one to fall. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, Gordon Hayward really is fun to watch shooting the ball the way he does.
Okay, guys, now coming to the court are your Level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Mike Dunleavy, who's checked in for Lee.
Come on, Chicago.
And we're through the first half of basketball here. Well, both sides have assessed what they need. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Pau Gasol. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor.
Boy, how many times are we going to see Pau Gasol come out and control a basketball game like he did tonight? This guy who for years has been a mastermind of the low post game. Points, rebounds, assists. You're going to get it all from Pau Gasol on the block, not to mention his veteran leadership.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.